Hello there. Well, the worst of the stormy weather on Monday was this time across the southern half of the UK. We saw heavy thundery showers, huge waves and towards exposed Channel coast gusts of wind of up to 70 to 80 plus miles an hour from Storm Ivo, named by the Spanish Met Service because of the impacts there. But there are still Met Office weather warnings across the UK for strong winds and for heavy rain. For southern England and Wales in particular for tonight and part of the day tomorrow, still flood warnings too.
Well, it could be a rainbow, it might be a halo, Carol.
It's both.
It's definitely a rainbow. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. If you haven't stepped out yet, for most of us, it's not particularly cold, unless you're in North East Scotland or North East England, where the temperatures are considerably lower. It's looking mixed, Sal, but not as wild as it has been, I'm glad to say. Today is not a particularly cold start to the day, except for in some eastern areas. There's certainly some showers in the forecast today, Roger. Good morning, everybody. Some of those showers will be fairly blustery as well. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. It's looking mixed, Roger, is probably the best way of describing it.
Let's change the subject immediately and go to Carol, who can cheer us up with the weather. Can't you, Carol, maybe?
Maybe, Sal. Yes, certainly on Thursday it's looking a lot brighter. But today, good morning, everybody. It's a cloudy start. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. It's looking changeable today. Fairly cloudy. We've got blustery showers occurring almost anywhere. And at the moment, gusty winds too. Now, the strongest winds today are going to be across the Northern Isles and also parts of West Wales, the South West and the English Channel.
Good afternoon to you. We've seen a number of showers again today as Storm Ivo, named by the Spanish Met Service, continues to circulate above us. But actually, although we do have some showers, we've seen some clearer, brighter weather at times, some thinning and breaking of the clouds as well. That's that mix we're going to continue with, I think, as we go through the rest of this afternoon.
And Matt, it seems to be one named storm after another at the moment.
It does. We do seem to be stuck in a rut, Anna, that's right. And the latest Ivo continues to cause some flooding issues across parts of southwest England and South Wales. It's here where we've seen around half a month's worth of rainfall in about 2 days for some on Banalbrecheiniog and across Dartmoor as well. And even out there at the moment, the blue colours splattered across the southern half of the UK shows frequent showers. Notice they're all circulating round in an anti-clockwise fashion. That's the centre of Storm Ivo, which is continuing to decay away, but even once it's gone, we're watching this. This is Storm Ivo, named by the Portuguese Weather Service. It will have a limited impact on some parts of the UK.
Feels a bit more like storm watch at the moment, Matt, doesn't it?
It does indeed, but I'm going to give you a little bit of optimism and a very good afternoon to you. These are the skies just a short while ago in Cumbria. More of us will see blue skies like this over the next few days. But for some of you tomorrow, the fly in the ointment is this, developing Storm Ivo. More on that in a second. Now, Storm Ivo, mentioned that. Here it is, developing into Wednesday. It's going to have its biggest impacts, thankfully, across France, Spain and Portugal. And on the west coast of Portugal, get this, waves as high as 2 standard houses on top of each other. There's red warnings out, not only today, but also later tomorrow.
Hello to you again. A very good evening after some lively blustery downpours a little earlier. Calmer and clearer as we head through this evening and tonight, with brighter conditions as we start the new day tomorrow before more wet weather arrives from the south.
Good evening to you. Well, it's no surprise we've got numerous flood alerts up and down the country from all the rain that we've seen recently from numerous areas of low pressure.
I was just telling you that I got drenched on my way in today.
Swapping war stories of our hair woes, I know, because it just never really seemed to stop, did it? It was just shower after shower after shower after shower. And actually, I've got some amazing Weather Watcher pictures which really back up that story. Now, I will say this, it actually got to 10 Celsius today. Never felt like that to me. In fact, when I went out, I thought, is there sleet in the air? Because it was just so cold. We occasionally had just this glimmer of blue sky just poking through at times, but typically it's been a showery all day.
Well, quieter conditions. There is just one weather warning in place across parts of Wales at the moment. That expires in the next couple of hours, so we're nearly warning 3. And as we head through the next few days, things are going to be a fair bit quieter. Although today it was a little active across the southern half of the UK, thanks to this area of low pressure which has been moving through. It did produce some outbreaks of rain, quite breezy conditions as well, but further north it was certainly on the drier side, but you can see a fair bit of cloud up and down the country, but that is set to change as we head through the next few days. Let's take a quick look at the pressure pattern setup, and as we run that, you can see low pressure still around as we head through tomorrow. Another system will be skirting along the south coast through tomorrow. Further north, it's going to be a drier picture. High pressure tries to build in temporarily towards the end of the week. Then at the weekend, things are going to be slightly more changeable, particularly up towards the northwest. As for the air mass situation, well, of course, that controls our temperatures. And the jet stream as well, also going to make its way a little bit further north. So that will allow some slightly less cold air to move in. So temperatures still remaining around average during the daytime, but at night time, it still could be cold enough for a touch of frost here and there. And towards the back end of the weekend, probably noticing something a little chillier coming in temporarily. Yes, I'm sure it is welcome news to hear that the weather is going to be a lot quieter as we head through the rest of this week, particularly the further north you are tomorrow and then across the south as we head towards the end of this week. As I say, average temperatures. So there you have it. Weather looking up towards the end of the week. As I say, standout day Thursday, plenty of sunshine.
Thank you, Alex.